Chat, 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 chat. Let me take these glasses off. Hi, guys. Hey, it's me. Give it up. I win. You lose. 2 points for you if you know what song that's from. It's been a while. It's been almost 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, about 2 weeks. I'm not gonna go double check right now, but it's been like 2 weeks. I'm doing that talking fast thing again. Breathe. All right. Yeah, it's been a while. Let me just start from today. I woke up this morning with such a piercing migraine. I get headaches regularly, probably too regularly, too often. And I probably have a migraine at least once a month. I woke up this morning with a piercing migraine. And normally, well, at this point, it's mostly alleviated. It's still like earlier, I couldn't do anything. I was in the bed and I tried to go back to sleep while the Tylenol was doing its thing. It's still a little lingering, but not to where I'm unable to move or whatever. I eventually got up and ate. I think I got up at like 12 o'clock, and now after like eating, brushing my teeth and stuff, it's 1:30. So that's that. Day gone. Today's my mom's birthday. Happy 51st birthday to her. I'm pretty sure probably didn't. Today, I feel like I mentioned it in the last video I did, but as I think about it, I don't remember if I did. But I did mention it on my close friends on Instagram. And I mean, at this point, the people that watch these are people that's in my close friends. So I started taking Lexapro. Today this would make 2 weeks. I believe so. Today would make 2 full weeks. Let me see. Yeah, today makes 2 weeks, 14 days. I'm still what is considered what's in the adjustment period of my body, like getting used to the increased amount of serotonin. I should start feeling some of the benefits over the next 2 to 4 weeks, and it should reach its full therapeutic effect by weeks 6 to 8, give or take, whatever. And the side effects haven't been too crazy. At first, it was making me like extremely sleepy. So I would take it in the morning and like I would just be asleep all day or most of the day. So I started taking it at night. That was cool for a little bit. Then I started being unable to sleep at night. So I switched back to mornings. So given that my body should be mostly adjusted to it, I should be fine taking it in the morning now. My anxiety hasn't been as bad. I'm not sure if it's like starting to work or if that's just like a placebo effect. My depressive symptoms haven't been evident. I mean, this past week I felt the best I've have over in comparison to like the last couple months. So I guess that's a plus. I mean, that's not just due to Lexapro, but just like time, life. I've been more expressive about what's on my mind, things I'm feeling, things I've experienced, and stuff like that. So that I'm sure that's attributed to it. I started praying again. I started praying again. I went like weeks without praying. I just didn't have the strength to do it. And yeah, just I think the biggest thing that has been happening over the last, well, since the last entry is my expressiveness about my fears, my thoughts, things that are on my mind, things that concern me, troubling, like past experiences and all that stuff. And being vulnerable or allowing myself to be seen is so uncomfortable. And I really want to close up so bad, but I have to make the conscious effort not to. And it's even so to where it's like, and there's still like moments where I wrestle with opening up, and like some days I just don't. And I guess that's just whew, I guess that's just the course or journey that I'm on. And I'm pretty sure in the time I was away, there was moments where I just did this on my close friends on Instagram, and I was talking about my father issues or whatever, and I think I mentioned my rejection issues also, and I struggle with rejection bad. I think I'm probably going to do like a week of like putting myself in situations. I'm gonna attempt to put myself in situations where rejection is possible and highly likely. Why I'm on, I guess, what was that? Exposure therapy or whatever. Hold on one moment. I'll be right back. All right. I'm back. Um, what was I saying? I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember. Anyway, just trying to open up and be vulnerable and allow myself to be seen and allow myself to be perceived in all these things is very hard. And oh yeah, I was talking about my rejection issues. So here's an example. Last night, like I don't call too many people, but well, I'm not sure if this is paranoia that stems from my anxiety issues, or if this is a result of my rejection issues, father issues. I'm not sure what the cause is. Excuse me. But whenever, like, I put myself out there to do anything, like, from as small as sending a text or a phone call to the biggest thing you can imagine, whenever there was, like, some rejection or, I guess, I'm not going to say not reciprocation, but I guess whenever it don't go favorable or whatever, I automatically internalize it or think there's something wrong with me or that there's something bad. I did something wrong to whomever. So when I called two people last night, they didn't answer. And they could have answered for whatever reason. And I initially like internalized it or like, oh, two people not, one person, okay, I guess I can handle that. But two people not answer is definitely something wrong with me. I did something wrong, yada, yada, yada. So to help my panicky, anxious self, this is what I put in my notes. I called two people tonight and they did not answer. My body is registering that as rejection, yet my mind knows that they simply were preoccupied or just were unable to answer. That does not mean they're mad or upset with me or that anything is wrong with me. A missed call is just a missed call. I'd be lying if I said that brought me some type of peace, because I was still like kind of anxious or fidgety about it after the fact. But one missed call isn't the end of the world. Everything isn't like the end. And I feel like even I'd be like anxious even when I'm at peace, because it's like I feel like my body has just been in defense mode for so long. I don't even know how to relax for real. And then like people say Alexa Pro, whatever, you stop feeling things. At this point, I'm kind of like okay with not feeling for an extended period of time because like I feel like I have big feelings and I'm aware of these feelings. I don't allow myself to feel as much as I should. I kind of end up intellectualizing my feelings, and that's not good either. But I feel things, and I feel like they just like sit on my chest or whatever. And at this point, I think I need to just allow myself to feel, to allow myself to be seen, to allow myself to be open, to allow myself to face and confront these fears. I guess they say the best way to get over a fear is to lean into it. And I mean, that makes sense. But it's like my body be paralyzed for real. And it's like, no, 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 don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do it. Bad idea, bad idea. Abort, abort, abort. When I guess sometimes you gotta listen to your mind over your body. I don't know. It's just a lot. It's very tiring. And I think I've talked about grief before. I feel like I grieve and am still grieving. I guess like grieving this life that I imagined I would be living. I imagined the reality I would be having, and it's like, okay, well maybe, well not maybe. Okay, it's clear that that's not happening. That isn't possible. So I kind of have to pivot. In that same breath, I'm not entirely sure where to pivot to, and I think I'm also like in the midst of all of this. I'm also feel like I'm having a existential crisis about turning 30. So that's another thing. And I'm just tired. And I don't like that all the responsibility is on me to be better. And I ain't asked for any of this. Yeah. And even just like talking about this right now, I feel myself being weighed down and burdened just by like, and it's just so draining to have to put forth this effort to be better when I didn't have to be here, you know? And I mean, as morbid or depressive as that sounds, probably is the truth. But whatever. I'm still kind of tired. Well, not tired, but I just feel weighted and I just want to be like, I want to be regular and normal so bad. I just don't believe, I just believe that that's not the life or that's not in the cards for me. And I have to reconcile with that. I have to make as much peace as possible with that. And yeah, okay, this is exhausting and I'm tired and I'm pretty over it. So I'm not sure when I'll be back, but I'll see you guys next time. Bye.